All right, listen up. It is time. Legendary relics are coming soon. Prices are going up. The economy is all over the place. People are poor. What's new? Well, this is new. Legendary relics, gamers. It is patch notes of January 25 of 2024. And their next major release for Guild Wars 2 Secrets of the Obscure isn't far away. And when it arrives, you'll be able to craft a legendary relic. Relics are a new category of equipment that we added with the expansion's launch in August of 2023. You could read more about them on the wiki if you're not familiar, which you can just click on here and it'll take you there. So, upon acquisition, legendary relics can be equipped by all characters on an account simultaneously, allowing players to freely swap between relic effects. We've got 2 additional pieces of information that we'd like to share with you before legendary relics become available. And these are just an example of what they could look like, you know, just like a nice glow. All right. Compensation for legendary rune owners. All right, here's the money. Here's the money that you guys spent on those runes. How you get it back. When we first announced Relics, we mentioned that when we were ready to add the legendary relic to the game, we'd compensate players who have already crafted legendary runes. This is because non-attribute bonus effects were removed from the runes when relics were introduced. At the time, we were still evaluating what the appropriate compensation would be in terms of legendary relic progress. Now, we're happy to announce that when legendary relics become available, any player who has already crafted at least 1 legendary rune will be granted a legendary relic for free. So, you made 1 rune, you get a relic for free. In other words, you'll get 100% of legendary relic progress as a bonus for having already crafted a rune. I should state that in their, comprehension here, it says 1 relic for 1 rune. Seems like they're trying to go with the fact that only if you've crafted at least 1, you'll get 1. Not if you crafted 5, you'll get 5. Take that as what you will. So, we've had previously communicated that crafting all 7 runes would yield additional progress, but as we evaluated options for compensation, it became clear that the best choice was to fully compensate anyone who made any legendary runes prior to legendary becoming... Oh, wait, never mind. They just retract that in the next statement. So, it became clear that the best choice was to fully compensate anyone who made any legendary runes prior to the legendary relic becoming available with a completed legendary... Oh, never mind. This is just restating it. Never mind. When the release that contains legendary relic go live, the eligibility period will end, and the only way to obtain a relic will be through the normal crafting journey. We'll announce the timing of the next update soon, so as it's coming up pretty quickly. Oh, okay. Interesting. So there will be like an eligibility period. So when the release that contains legendary relics go live, the eligibility period will end, and the only way to obtain a relic will be through the normal crafting process. Now, legendary relics in future expansions. Legendary relics will work a bit differently than other legendary equipment, in that players will need to unlock new relic effects for future expansions in order to make use of them with their legendary relic. All other legendary equipment components like runes, armor, and weapons are automatically updated with new attribute combination choices as those combinations become available. So relics kind of need like a little bit of updates, right? You actually need to work for them in the future. When we made an update in 2019 to reduce the confusion in the way attribute selectable gear worked, we decided to allow existing legendary equipment to retain access to all attribute combination selections, regardless of expansion ownership to honor existing functionality. We will continue to do this for previously existing types of legendary equipment, which is, hey, great. You know what? I like that. However, from a rewards, economy, and experience design standpoint, we think it makes sense to ask players to actually engage with new content in order to make use of its new combat offerings. You know what? That's a fair compensation. And I actually like that because, yes, if you do it once, then there's no sync. You do it again, there is a sync. So for relics only, and starting with the 5th expansion, new relic effects will need to be unlocked within each expansion in order to be accessible via legendary relics. You know what? This I like because you have the idea, right? It's like if legendary armor had more bonus effects for it, combat effects. You have a new expansion, new things you can upgrade to it. I like this with relics. If they could implement this all over throughout, it will be perfect. Legendary relics will come with all Guild Wars 2 expansion Secrets of the Obscure relic effects unlocked. Will still be freely selectable between existing relic effects and will still be able to be equipped simultaneously on multiple characters. They'll also have the automatic access to the new relic effects we're planning to release alongside our third major release for Soto, which will obviously be coming up next month. We'll have more information about future expansion effects unlocked sometime later this year after we've officially announced Expansion 5, which, hey, we're getting very close. Expansion 5 is only happening in August, so we're literally just a few months away from this. Thanks for reading. We'll be back in a few weeks with more information about our next major release for Guild Wars 2 Secrets of the Obscure. You know what? I kind of like this, right? First of all, it's similar to the Legendary Armor. Some people are going to get compensated for this. That's great, a 1-for-1. The second thing I like is the fact that the effects will have more choices in later expansions. So that does mean that if you have the effects unlocked in Soto, you have to go out and unlock the new effects that come out with the next expansion. Meaning the fact that you actually have to do work to engage with them. And I like that they actually address, you know, economy, the rewards and economy and experience design standpoint. Because first of all, you get to do work, as in you actually get to play the game to unlock more future things, right? It engages the economy, so there is a sync, which means, yeah, haha, get ready for prices. They're going to be pretty expensive. They're not going to be cheap. Pretty expensive. As we've seen already, charms have gone up in price. Everything's going up in price. I like this because this also means the content that you engage with in the game, when you farm, when you go play, even old content like Living World Season 4, Drizzlewood Coast, Bureau Marches, are now worth going to and playing because the items are now worth a lot of money. The materials that you get from those maps are worth a lot of money. Eternal Ice Shards going into Volatile Magic to T6 materials, or going directly to LS4 trains to farm the VM to get the T6 materials. You got Drizzlewood Coast with base materials already up in prices. Old content is becoming relevant because of these decisions they've been making. For the past few months, yeah, I'm very happy with the way they've heavily had it, you know, added a lot of sinks into the game to heavily increase prices of materials in the economy, which means playing the game is worth your time. So if you're a player who's not into unidentified gear, you know, processing, if you're a player who's not into trading, if you're a player who doesn't really care about money making, well, you'll still make money by simply playing the game. So to me, this, good decisions. You know what? Great decisions. That's all I really have to say. In terms of an economy standpoint, everything is actually going towards the right direction. I think this is very healthy for the game. The fact that they have legendary relics and they're introducing effects in new expansions that you still have to go out and unlock, that's honestly great. I can't wait to see the more information about this. And if they could apply this to more things, I could definitely see that, you know, things like the legendary armor that you get from PvE raids has more, let's say, you could say like it has a bit more of a lifespan because now you have to go get more things to it if they add the same idea from relics into that. Same with the weapons, same with everything, right? So they're already going with the right direction with relics. This could be a future door for everything else. So perfect. That's it though for the information. You'll learn more about it next month, probably in the next release, the third expansion release, or the third update release for Secrets of the Obscure expansion, which is going to happen sometime in February. So get ready for that. But until then, gamers, legendary relics coming soon. TM price of the economy keep going up, and if you're not already in, join Guild Wars 2 Overflow Discord. All right, the Overflow Discord will be posted in the description below. Join it. Learn to become a Baron today. Learn to make money off these opportunities right now. All right, all the players are buying stuff from the trading post right now and trying to save their money and everything. Well, you could be the one selling stuff to the players that are scrambling away. So if you want to learn to be a Baron, Overflow Discord, link in the description below. But until then, gamers, I'll see you. Take care.